like the video.
Hey, yo, first things first, shout out to my editor. We really dropped a banger yesterday. Contrary to popular belief, my channel is not just a what's the latest thing happening with Kendrick Lamar channel. The show is called Derapy because my name is Derek. And it's like, I just, you get it. I just talk about whatever I want. And I really wanted to talk about today what it's like to put out a YouTube video where 40,000 people watch it within 24 hours. Not to brag or anything, but really just to talk about like what that feels like, what it's like to have 1,000 comments on something that you created. And I want to address some of the feedback that I've gotten because not all of it's nice. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Here goes this Derapy guy. He's about to spend the next 10 minutes yapping about how he's not bothered, but that he doesn't know that's just going to show how bothered he is. I'm going to do it anyway.
Derapy, Season 3 of Derapy.
Okay, now here's why I don't care.
Oh, brother.
Yesterday I put out the Shoals video. I'm talking about how he's a clown, how he's weird, how there are just certain jokes that aren't funny, and it's not even just like on a baseline level, the concept of this isn't funny, even though I also agree with that in that specific instance. There were like two things that I really wanted to hammer home in the episode. One,
Uno.
It's crazy to go this hard about something when your name wasn't even mentioned. A lot of people thought that I was being willfully ignorant, which is one of my pet peeves, so I would never do that. People were like, are you really trying to convince us that Kendrick wasn't talking about him? Not really, but I also don't think Kendrick was really talking about him. I think that Kendrick had him in mind, like the situation, the incident. I think Kendrick was aware of it, but I think his main gripe, at least in my opinion, it's just my interpretation. Nobody knows unless Kendrick tells them, by the way. Like, we're all just spitballing here. I think his main issue was with black people being in an environment with white people that are making fun of black women and just not saying anything about it. I think that's what his main concern was. But we are not here to talk about Andrew Schulz and Kendrick. I don't care. I think people are under the impression that because a lot of my most popular videos and a lot of what I've talked about in the past couple months has been around Kendrick Lamar, but that's because he was a part of the biggest rap beef of my lifetime, and he just dropped an album. And I just like talk about whatever I want. There might be a 2 or 3 month span next year where I don't say Kendrick's name a single time, but right now it's just that time. Anyways, I don't actually care about protecting Kendrick. He doesn't need my protection. Like, if Kendrick did something bad, I'd be like, dude, that's weird. In my 2-hour analysis of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, there were multiple times where I was like, I don't know about this, Kendrick. This is a weird thing to say. Having this guy on the album is weird. Talking about how you cheated on your girl is weird. The language here is weird. The F slur is weird. Like, what are you doing? All right. The man is not beyond reproach, okay? I see like a bunch of random Shoals fans in the comments of the last video like, you're black savior, you're black Jesus, Kendrick, he can't do anything wrong. Don't ever comment that blasphemous shit on my channel again. But the reason why I bring this stuff up isn't to talk about that video specifically. It's to talk about how I generally deal with feedback. Because what I like reminding people a lot lately is I am just a human being. I am just a person. Just because I have almost 25,000 subscribers and I put out a video that gets 40,000 views and 1,000 people comment on it doesn't mean that I'm any more or less of a person than I was a week ago. I'm just one guy who has one editor that is just putting out what I think is funny and what I think is prevalent at the time. And it could be overwhelming for a lot of people to have dozens or 100 people comment terrible things or say that you're stupid or use slurs in your comment section. But for me, it's really easy to deal with this one simple tool that YouTube gives me. And in fact, it's actually a tool that you can use even as just like a member of the community, as a consumer of content. If you see a comment that somebody's made on a video, you can just tap the icon next to their comment, you know, that would take you to their page. It'll show you how many comments they've left on the channel before. I check that for almost every single long comment or wild out of context comment. And I'm telling you right now, if the first comment you've ever left on a Derapy YouTube video is some like negative shit,
You are cooked.
you get deleted, blocked, and no one's ever gonna see you again. Like, I mean, like your comment, like, because it's important for me as the person who's creating the content and owns the channel to be responsible for what's in my comment section, at least where I'm at right now. I'm actually really grateful to be at the position where I'm at, where I have a lot of loyal people that enjoy the show, but I don't have so many that I can't keep up with what's going on in the comments. It's not always going to be that way, hopefully, but right now, I would rather like cultivate positive discourse if I can. So for example, I put the Scholes video out yesterday, so naturally a bunch of his fans are going to pull up to my video and be like, you're attacking my goat. There's a good chance they're all getting deleted and blocked from the channel if they're making stupid comments, right? If you pull up and you're like, hey, you took this out of context, or he said this later in the podcast, or I actually think it was a bad joke, but I'm still a fan of him, you can stay. I don't really care. What I'm trying to get rid of is things that are going to be harmful. And I know that might sound like soft or silly. But here's the thing. I don't care. I don't care what people that aren't fans of my show think about me. And honestly, that's the way that everybody should kind of view their content, in my opinion. Like, I think Andrew Scholes is super weird and cringe, and the stuff he says was terrible, but he should not care how Derapy feels about his jokes. He shouldn't. He should care about how his comments are going to affect his immediate physical health, but he shouldn't be worried about a YouTube channel. And I want to be super clear about this. If you are a fan of my show and a fan of me, like as a human being, and you feel compelled to argue with somebody in the comments, like on my behalf, I appreciate it, but you don't actually have to do that, because I'm probably going to see the comment myself. And one, I can defend myself. And two, if it's really, really stupid, one of two things is going to happen.
Uno.
I'm going to absolutely clown on them in a future episode of the show.
Dos.
I'll just delete it and it'll be like it never happened. My favorite thing, by the way, and I know I've said this before, but I just want to say it again. My favorite thing is deleting people's very, very well thought out essays. If they're like full of hate and stuff. If you're a longtime fan and you want to share like a personal experience or something you really liked about the episode, that's fine. It's cool. But if it is your first time ever commenting on a Derapy video or a Derapy podcast, and you have all this stuff you want to get off your chest, and you're so angry about how people like me have a platform and can just talk about whatever they want, and they're just spreading all types of blah, blah. Dude, I'm going to delete your comment. And I just know that if that were me, if I put 20 minutes into writing an essay in a comment section and then I check back and that comment's gone and I can't comment again, I'd be pissed. And I love doing that to people because I don't have to read your comment. I don't have to let anybody read your comment. It's my channel. It's my content. It's my show. Mine. Only cool people get to participate in the discourse of my show. I don't care how that sounds, because for me, it's a good faith thing to do. Oh, Derek, you're out here joking on other people and they can't joke on you. You can absolutely joke on me. You can tell me that that you think the editing is bad. You can tell me that you think that I made bad points. I'll leave the comment up. You're fine. I appreciate feedback and honest criticism if it's coming from a real place. But if you are just hating, if you're just pulling up to every video hating, or even if this is your first video you pulled up to and you're hating, shut the fuck up! But I do care about my audience. I care about my community. I care about my people. And if you're dropping slurs, if you're calling people words that are reserved for like the mentally challenged, but you're using it as an insult, if you're being homophobic, if you're telling people that they shouldn't care about rape jokes and they're actually fine, you're weird and you don't deserve to be a part of my comment section. I will kill your comment and your ability to participate in this channel's activity. And that's my right. And if you don't like it, start your own channel, start your own show, and you can run it how you want. But this is just as much for me as it is for the people that enjoy the show. And I really want everybody to remember that moving forward. Something that I've talked about with my wife and my brother and some, dedicated members of the channel that are in our Discord is I might do an episode because somebody recommends it. I might talk about something that I wouldn't have because somebody else brings it up. But I am never not going to do what I want because somebody's like, don't talk about that. Don't say that. It's my show. I cannot stress that enough. Like, it's mine. I'm saying all of this to say, one, it's kind of like a bit of a reminder for myself. I might revisit what I'm saying right now in the future if I ever need a reminder of like how to run my shit. But it's also kind of a message to my own community. If you see comments disappearing, it's not YouTube. It's me. If you're like a completely normal person with good comments or even valid criticism, you can hang, you can chill. I'm probably going to see it and respond to you. But if you're a troll, I know whether you're trolling or not. I'm pretty good at like sussing that stuff out. And trolls are generally okay as long as they aren't like legitimately being a nuisance to other people in the community. Because I want to be clear about this, even though I am the one deleting the comments, I'm really doing it for the health of the channel and for the people that enjoy the show. You should have the right, okay? You should have the right to be able to enjoy the Derapy YouTube show or the Derapy podcast without having to deal with a bunch of idiots in the comments. And I feel like that's my responsibility because I'm the only one that's able as an individual to delete comments in my comment section. So I take responsibility for that. I've actually had, I had one or two people reach out to me on Instagram every once in a while. And they're like, yo, there's this dude trolling your comments. He's saying wild stuff and then he's editing the comments. If you see anything weird going on in the comment sections that it seems like I haven't noticed, by all means, let me know because this isn't just about me. It used to be, but I'm accepting the fact that I have a responsibility. So yeah, I just want to get on here and yap about that real quick. I'm usually not with you. I'm not with you like all day, every day. I don't know who you are. I don't know your name, but I do care about your experience when you are listening to my show. And I think you have the right to engage in civil discourse without having to deal with a bunch of wing-wongs that are just mad because I said something mean about somebody that they really like, okay? Like, shut up. What fans of some people don't understand is that the best thing you can do when people are absolutely like ripping on somebody that you like is not going to a bunch of different videos and channels and social media platforms and fighting the people that are saying things about them. The best thing you can do is support your person. If I ever get embroiled in some type of controversy, I wouldn't be looking to videos that are hating on me to see if my fans found those videos and are fighting for me there. That's weird. What I would appreciate is the love here on my stuff, in my content. The best thing that you can do to combat hate is to do what I do. I'm going to just block it. I'm going to just delete it. I'm not even going to see it. And I want to be clear about this one more time as I wrap this up because I feel myself rambling.
Easy day for me.
I am not deleting valid criticism. I am not blocking people that are criticizing the quality of my content. I am only getting rid of absolute weirdos and losers and haters that are commenting wild shit after listening to the first 30 seconds of my episode, okay? Just stop it. I want you to know. I want you to know if you're a hater. I see you, you're a bum, and if I catch you doing weird shit, you're done. It's over with. You can be a troll many places online, but generally not gonna work around these parts. Love you, mean it. If you're a real one, thanks for being here. Enjoy the outro.
Why is nobody disrespecting me back? Because they're just not good enough to disrespect me. That's the problem.
Know y'all sick and tired of me talking about my hot wife. So here's another line where I just say that she is not cold. I talk a lot of ambo. I'm Kyrie with the handle. I'm Josh and I'm more like Drake. And this just the preamble. Right around town I'm grinding. I put in time and I am the master of rhyming. I am the master of timing. It just took patience. Just started wearing a watch. Oh, not to mention I'm rocking a ring. Looking more forward to rocking more bling. Keep it low key. I'm scary. I don't want beef unless I'm at a steakhouse. I'm the man, got no house. Got a plan, sell an ounce. I'm just playing, it's a joke. You keep quiet, just stay mouse. Got the key, I'm like Khaled, but the thing is I'm no hater. Give my props to Bunny, ha! I got love for the creator. Woo, woo. Just got my money up. I just hit the lotto when the currency is happiness. Y'all think that it is blasphemous? Well, you don't know the half of it. I just checked the analysis. This rap shit, I done mastered it. You better stop! That's it's an and one. Dunking on the ops like I'm 6'5", spitting like a newborn, but I have better manners. New crib like a manor, I want a baby minor. The haters, they down to fight, I'm giving out free shiners. My blinders, man, they stay on. I'll say again, I'm take on. Black Liam Nissan, pull up in the Nissan. Cooler than some Freon, shine bright like I'm neon. Not the best, I'm beyond it. Believe it. You